Hi guys, welcome on the channel. In today's video I will show you how I built this unit that will actually serve for 8xCMP170HX, and there is a lot of things to do, so it will be very long video. More or less I think I have prepared all things that we need, and definitely I will not tell you how did I made the construction, all this stainless steel chassis and marking, and I don't know, the pipings. You can see the hydraulic, lot of things is there for already ready. And yeah, good question, where to start. Definitely I am using the water, the fluid for the cooling, which is the most important thing to me, because I don't like the air squeezing fans, and there is so much noises and so on and so on. I don't like it. So if you want to run something at home, let me say, that is quiet and easy, because the only thing that will make the noise is this one, and anyway I think even this Leaptech or any other big power supply is making about, I don't know, 40, 45, maximum 50, but I don't think so. I think it's lower, decibel. So it is very quiet unit. I would like to talk about how much you need fluid per card. I have mentioned already in one video, but I will take it one more over. For one GPU it's very good to have at least 1.5 liter per minute. If you will be doing the, let me say, serial connection, which will be in this board already built, I will use, let me say, 4 times parallel, so it means 4 GPUs will be parallel, and actually each of them will be connected with one more, so it will be 2 in the serial. I have here actually 8 inputs, 8 outputs, which I will separate actually between those cards. So it will be, let me say, partially distributed, and even the pressure I think will be very well separated between them. For example, those 4 cards on this side, they will have a little bit shorter pipings than the other one. It's also possible to do it like, it's not so dramatic. You can use even, you know, the same length maybe of the pipes. So it's, I think, on each of you how you would like to do it, if you will be doing the hydro. But yeah, it's always question, depends how much material you have, how good is the construction, if you have enough place for everything, and really it's place consuming. This chassis, if I take the meter, we are starting at, it's 57 centimeters long, 45 wide, and on the top it's like 23.5 centimeters. So it's quite big, robust and heavy. Total bottom, it is let me say, stainless steel, also 23 millimeters high. Let me say, it is like a tank. When something will be dropping, then the water will drop there and it will stay there. You need to fill it with few liters before it start to running out. It already happened to me in the past, and it was very good working, because the setup that I have actually in the rack that I have built, then you have the angle. It is, if I make the position, it is a little bit like this and a little bit like that. So it will always end up in one corner, and it will go on the place where it's not damaging any other parts. For example, when you have 4 units above, so one is leaking, then you have let me say, security, like it's not coming into another unit or so. And that's very important if you go for the hydro. Think about such things. I am doing this, I don't know, 7 years already, so I think I have some kind of experience, because this model is like I don't know, version 5.0 or something. It was done a lot of improvement and so on and so on. What is quite nice on this one, it is separated unit, yeah. And when your system is running with more units and you need to do some kind of service or whatever, you really need to remove it, yeah. And you need to remove it also from your hydraulic system. So that's why I was making decisions about those units even in the old times. When just something go broken, then you need to remove it, and you don't want to remove your complete hydraulic system and stop the big pump, yeah. So you need to run the other things all the time. So it is a little bit like plug and play system, yeah, even with the hydraulic. So you disconnect the hydraulic, you shut down the unit, you disconnect everything you need, and you go on. With this unit it will be a little bit crazy, because this unit will be connected through the PCI Express lines to another unit, which will be a little bit crazy. When something breaks, I need to shut down the main computer and each unit that will be already on it, yeah. But you can shut it down, you remove the 8 cards, and you can start the rest back. So it's not so dramatic like it maybe look, but it needs to definitely restart the server. So that's something for the future that you also need to think about. About the hydraulic, I am using, let me say, 9mm or 9.5mm gummy pipes. Generally you can see they write it is the air hose or hybrid, yeah. I think those are very good. You can make very nice, let me say, radius, and it is still going through. So it's also very important. I have few different, some are, I don't know, I see even it is 3/8 of inches, yeah, it is the same, 9.5mm, yeah. And they are quite nice. They are quite nice. You have enough flow for the whole computer, and actually one is good enough for the input, yeah. So this one is only splitting and a little bit slowing down, but each input is actually the same, yeah. 9mm, let me say, inside diameter. It is enough really to cool down maybe like, I don't know, 2.5 kilowatt, no problem, yeah. You can take it, the heat out with this hydraulic system when you have only 9mm input, and the pressure, it doesn't need to be so high, 0.3 0.4 bar, and you can go like, I don't know, 6 liters per this unit, and you will take all the heat, yeah. And if you wonder, for example, we will have 2 cards in the serial, so if the water is, I don't know, 35, then you will have the temperature on the one card 40, 41, and the other one will be like 41, 42, 43 maximum, yeah. Let me say 2 degrees difference from the first card and the second card in the serial. So it's not so dramatic difference, 2 degrees. Definitely each degree is a little bit on the efficiency. You can feel it. Each degree you are losing efficiency on the each GPU that is actually like the second one. It would be much better if I had all of them, let me say, parallel, but I don't want to do so many splits and so on and so on. So I don't think so it is so dramatical to have serial 2 cards. Definitely don't do like 8 cards in serial. Definitely you don't want to do that, because 2 degrees on each card, you have 16 degrees extra on the last one, and I am done counting the, let me say, the resistance, internal resistance of the water cooler block, that are counting all together, and you will stop down actually the flow dramatically. So it's very good to have a little bit safety and use maximum 2 cards, and that's it. I think also is, for example, possible when you have a little bit better splitter. Some GPUs, they have, because we will be using those, I will show you, and you see they have back input output. So this one is very practical, let me see, for this use, because you don't have the pipings above. It is even a little bit more secure. When it's leaking here, then you have issue. Here when it is leaking, you see the GPU will be here, so it will be leaking actually just to the unit and not to the board. So that's a very nice thing, I guess, on these GPUs and on this block. And if you have maybe some kind of small splitter for 4 and 4, and you will connect 2 pipes, so you will actually have, let me say, parallel all 8 GPUs, and it will be the best. So this is about the hydraulic. You might see also here I am using some kind of flow meter. It's not running now at the moment. It is powered up by 12 volt, and you can see how much fluid is coming through. Generally I just watch it sometimes just to check how much is the flow of the unit, because when you have more or less 4 same unit and all 3 are doing 6 liters and one is doing 3.8, there is some kind of issue. Probably you have some dirty, I don't know, in the GPU, and it's time to clean it. So I use it just like reference or something, so it doesn't count exactly. It's not connected to other software or system that will shut down. No, when something goes wrong, but generally it works. I have actually cleaned all cards, let me say, with the pressure of the water a little bit going backwards, so it was generally working well, and most of the things that were on the ribs in the water block were removed, and it should be now okay. So I think for the hydraulic it is everything I would like to say, and we go for the building and the electric. Definitely everybody, I think, knows, I am trying to say it correctly, EMI, electromagnetic interference. It is a very crucial thing in this unit. You really need to be careful about this one, because you have 230 volts cable here, you have also 12 volts. Even when it is DC, it's let me say, the pulse, so it can make some kind of noises, and when the power cables are close to the data cables, you will have the noise, you will have the disruption, and EMI will be actually applied, and you don't want that. So that's why, for example, I am using the power cables, because we start with the board and you need to power up. You can see here you have 2 connectors. Actually this board is using the same cable like the CPU, it means the 8-pin, and actually my data cables will be lying more or less here on the steel plate. So I will try to go actually below. So I will go somewhere, I don't know if you can see, but there is the hole, and I go down. I will go down. I will move the cable, and I will use the bottom, and then I go up, and then I connect it. So I think you can see that. You can't see that, okay, but you see those holes. So I put the wire here, you can see that, and it goes to the corner, yeah, the other one, and it's just here leading out for the power supply. Yeah, the power supply will be located here on the side, somewhere here. Yeah, so we will get there, but for this cable I will maybe show you. I can a little bit move it. So you see the cable here, it's going down, and here is going up, yeah, and here will be the power supply. Yeah, so that's the principle that at least one cable from this main board I have somewhere on the side, and the same we will do with the other one. So I will put it there. You can see that or no? Yeah, you can. There is not so many holes, but the most important place, which is this area, actually it will be removed from that area, and this is what I really want. So I will plug in this power cable, and that's it. Then I go below the power supply, because maybe you can also see, maybe not, I don't know, yes, here, see this one and this one, it is where the power supply is lying, and below it is small tunnel, there will be also coming the cables. Yeah, so the power supply is actually third level. Yeah, you have the bottom level 1, this one is level 2, and the power supply is actually level 3. So it's very important to somehow separate it, and you should be okay with that. There should be no issues, even with the water or the electric or the mixing the cables. So this one is very nice. I think we can go one step more. Definitely for the cabling, I will need to use the power cable. I am using the power cable, you know, the ATX 24 pins, and the other side for the power supply. So we will go here also and put it there in the tunnel between where is actually the cabling I have told you, so it doesn't disturb us. And we will need actually make the power up hierarchy of those units, because one unit will be the server. Yeah, he starts the first. When his power supply actually goes on, you will have available, let me say, 12 volt on the, for example, the SATA cable. Yeah, it means this connector like on the hard drive, classic SATA. So you are going to use the SATA 12 volt to power up actually this relay, and you connect it to the power supply 8x cable. You will connect it, and then you will actually start the power supply exactly in the same moment like the 12 volt will jump on the SATA cable. So each unit will have actually this solution, and they will start up more or less in the same moment. So you turn on the server, and the server turn on all unit which you want actually, and connect with this SATA connection, and you will start the unit, each of them, in the same moment. And that's enough time for this unit to get communicated with the server and find all devices, and so on and so on. This system is very nice. I think it's working, very simple. Those parts I have used to, even in the past, I have used them, and I don't remember where I have bought them, but I think there will be many possibilities to buy them. It's like nothing, $4, $5, $2, $10, I don't know. It's very cheap part if you compare other setup. So it is very easy. You can use this cable, or if you have smaller one, you can use just 2 wires and save some place and weight, because this one is crazy. When you have 24 cables there, it's heavy, and whole unit is very heavy. But it means you will actually start up the main big power supply that is actually lying here. What I did, because one power supply in the old times wasn't good enough. Generally you were able to buy those 1600. For example, this Leadtech Platinum is 2000 watt, and even that is not enough. If you imagine like you have, I don't know, maybe 8 times 3080, so you need definitely more than 2000. You need like, I don't know, 2500. So I was always using the second power supply that is a little bit smaller. When I was designing actually this box, you may see this is the hole for the big one. Here goes the fan of the power supply. I can maybe shortly show. So the power supplies goes like here, and you have the ability to cooling, take the air from the outside, from the side where are no GPUs, so it is enough for the cooling this unit. And the air is going outside here this way, and the rest of the heat is generally taking with the hydraulic system. It is such a shame they are not working hydro, but yeah, what you can do, I don't think so they will do hydro for me, and I am not doing hydro myself. So this is the system, and you might see I have made actually the modification. You see this cable? It wasn't there, but because I wanted to be power up this unit only with one cable, because I have also the control, the switches for the smart thing, and I can turn off, let me say, remotely from anywhere from the world, actually my computer. I just press the button on my telephone and easy, it's off, you know. When I need it, in some cases, I don't know, you can turn it off. But I didn't have so many plugs, so I have decided, because, you know, actually this port for the big cable, you have like 1.5 millimeter cable, 240 volts. That's enough for 10 amps, let me say 2500, even I think 3000 watt it can handle with 240 volts. So this cable is actually powering also this cable. And this one is for the smaller one, let me say 850 or 900, 1000 power supply, and it's good enough. So when this actually turn on this power supply, or actually the 220, when it's applied on this power supply, it will be applied also to the other one power supply, to the second unit. The only difference is that actually this first big unit will use one more separate, let me say, this adapter, yeah, for the SATA, and it will power up, this unit will power up the other unit, yeah. So it is everything, the hierarchy like this, so it's not so special, nothing extra special. So this unit is turned on by the server, and the second power supply it's turned on by the first unit. So now we have the principle how it is powered up. So first on, you turn on the 240 volt in the wall, but it doesn't turn on the server or this unit, yeah. It will be just ready. And when come the signal and it will turn on the relay, it will turn on the big power supply. And the power supply big, when is starting, he makes also 12 volt. So he will use the same relay for the smaller power supply, and he will turn it on the same way. Important thing is on this board, guys, you have seen I have those two power cables, yeah, those two power cables, this power supply, yeah. It is very important, you need to have it on the one big PSU both, yeah. Don't use the power supply for the board, two different, let me say, power supplies. Always use one, yeah. It is the best. For the GPU it doesn't matter, but for the PCI Express lines, the support, and for the, let me say, those bridges, those Broadcom switches, yeah, the PLX 8xCMP170HX, they really need to be powered up with one power supply, all of them. It is like in the old times, you really need to power up all with the one power supply, and then you can add another power supply for the GPUs. So this is the principle, and it's very important, and you really need to follow that. Otherwise you have some kind of issue. When I was talking also about some kind of EMI, there is also big issue when you are using a three phases system in the wall, 380, 400 volt. This is very crazy, and I recommend you, do not build a wooden chassis or something, you know, because you need to connect everything. Grounding needs to be done on this unit, and you see this cable here, yeah, it's already connected. It is such a small cable, actually 6 quadrat millimeter copper wire, but you can see it's here perfectly connected with the chassis, and the chassis is connected with the ground of the main board. So it means it is perfectly connected with the ground. You really need to have it like this, otherwise you will burn your Broadcoms, and each one of them is very expensive. It's like, I don't know, 500, 600, yeah, maybe dollars, 500 euros. So this cabling, it is very de-saver for you. If you have each unit and you will connect the unit below, then you take the cable and you will connect this unit with this one, and then you take the cable from this unit and you go above, yeah? So you will connect all of them, and all of them will be connected, let me say, with the, I don't know, resistance about few milliohms, yeah, which is very nice, and it's lower resistance than you will have on actually grounding over the data cables, yeah. This is something that you really need to think of, because otherwise you can damage something. Okay. It was some kind of dirt. So this one I think is very clean. Make the grounding. Because this unit is one and we have one server and there will be 6 units in total, yeah. Let me say 5 with GPUs and one server. And imagine how big is this one unit, yeah, and all of them, they are the same. So you really need to think how to connect them, because otherwise you will have issue. Always is something issue, and the length of the cable plays against you. So the server, he needs to be somehow in the middle, and the units with the GPUs needs to be somehow around, yeah. There will be maybe one video how, when it is finished, I will show you how is it set up, but you can imagine like this unit will be in the bottom, then you have the server, then is above server unit and one more unit above, so there are actually 4 units in one rig, and there is another rig actually lying next to it, and it's separate construction, and even this construction needs to be connected with this grounding cable, yeah. So you have everything connected on one grounding cable that is actually connected to the ground, yeah, of whole house. It really goes under the ground. So that's very important. It is like that. With this one we have this wire. We can connect each unit with each other and there will be no interference between them. All, let me say, those I don't know, lost signals or whatever, voltage and peaks and shortcuts, anything, all those mistakes that can happen in the system, this wire will actually take care about it, yeah. So he will take care about it and you are safe. And the most important, the PLX are safe, because you definitely don't want to go some kind of voltage going through the data cable to the PLX and through the chip doing something. Yeah, that's disaster. And in such a complex system, it is really needed, yeah. It's not just halabala, I make something. No. If you do halabala, you will burn something, definitely. Unless you can make everything in one chassis, yeah. If you can build it in one chassis somehow flat, maybe it can work, yeah. But cluster like this, it is very big. This unit is like 25 kilos. So the server will be like, I don't know, 150 kilos, maybe, something like this. That's crazy, yeah. So you cannot build, you cannot move, you cannot remove. And like I was telling you, when you need to make some kind of maintenance, you need to remove one unit and run again with less unit, or just replace the unit. It needs to have some kind of system. You really need to think before you do anything. So it's very, very crazy. But as you see, it's doable. I think this unit is practical, it's easy, you can take it. It's not so heavy, 25 kilo. One man, he can do that. And you can remove the unit from the system, make the maintenance, change the power supply, change the GPU. You have enough time to do that, fix it, and then you go back, you connect it to the system electrically and also hydraulically, and you can continue. So this is the advantage of this system, definitely. So you really need to think about everything. Okay, so we have this cable, he's here, he's ready, and we also need some kind of other cables. And the other cables, I will use one Molex, because I need Molex actually for this power supply here. This power supply is using Molex, so I will use one Molex cable. I will put it also here. Jesus. Okay, so we will use one PLX cable. We can directly connect it. There is nothing extra special about it. It will just power up the sensor for the fluid. Like, okay, I am working, I am coming, I am spinning, the flow is okay. And it is some liters per minute. That's it. When there is no flow, it starts blinking. It is only white, black, but it's blinking, no flow. So when you forget, for example, to turn on the hydraulic, that can happen to you also. It happened to me many times. And you see, oh man, shit, it's blinking. Ah, yeah, you need to open the hydraulic. And that's very good. So you will not burn the unit at the end. So always make double check, and when you think you have checked everything, check one more time, and then you go. So we have this cable at the end, and I am thinking about to make also the cable here. I will use, this is the SATA cable, and I think I was moving the big cable because here is the place in the tunnel, and actually those cables, they can be there and they do not disturb here in the front, and I can connect them to another. Yeah, so this will be actually the power supply for the relay. For the other one, we will open another unit. We will take it here, and it will be starting actually the second power supply. Yeah, but the starter of the first of the second power supply will be the first power supply. So I will connect it directly here. Zack, zack. See, perfect. That's perfect. So, and because this side on it is actually my front that I see, then I see the contact is okay, the cable is okay. This one I will connect with the other cable from the front. This one is the way I like it. So definitely this one seems to be very okay, good to me. And what I need now is the cable for the second power supply. Because now I have left only the GPU cables, that's fine, and I need one more small power supply. I will go find one. Okay, so I have bring just this power supply. You see, it is the gigabyte and it is 850. The nice thing is the size, because when I have the big PSU here, I don't have so much place for another one. I cannot place like two 1600 because this construction doesn't support it now, but would be nice if it does. Yeah, but it's not, so I have to use a little bit small one. And anyway, it's okay because you have 8 GPUs, 250 watts the maximum. I will never run those cards at a higher, and actually I will run them mostly about 220 watt maximum, depends on each GPU, because of the efficiency. And let me say, I don't like hardware running maximum. Yeah, that's why we have more and we don't need to get so scary, like you don't need to push it, you know. I don't know why is everybody overclocking things and oh man, I can go more and blah blah blah. Why? You know, even in the game you will have 250 frames per second, and then you overclock everything. It will be squeezing and making even noises on the chip, and you will have 270. You will not even feel it, you will not even see it. Then why you should do that, you know? I don't understand it. Definitely on the math, okay, yeah, probably when you will be running a little bit faster, your task will be a little bit faster and done faster. Yeah, but do you really need to run so much? Because I don't know how fast you read, but I read very slow, And when I am even thinking about it, then the tokens that this machine will do, it will be even enough for me, you know, to check it and watch it and prove it and read it. I am slow guy, so I don't rush. So I don't have problem if I have the result, let me say, 10% or 20% slower, you know. That's the point. And the machine will be working safely and stable. And I have seen on one CMP, actually it was even the third one that I actually unlocked. And when it was running 1410 or 1440, the full speed from the BIOS for the mining, it was falling down the card, yeah. And then I go 1290, and from that time it was stable. It did nothing. It was mining like the hell, 155 what is it, terahash on the pedal, and nothing, no fallout, nothing. The card is steady, running 40 degrees, and I am happy, you know. So I don't need that. For the stability, I always will be doing lower power. And it even showed me this strategy in the past, you know. Maybe don't go even with the voltage so down, but here you cannot control the voltage, yeah, like maybe in the old times on the other GPUs. But definitely go safe. And when you have so many cards, there is always can be trouble, you know. The more you have, the more troubles you can reach. So I think when everything is running perfect and stable, that's the goal we want to go. This unit, you see, very simple. We need to remove the power cable and connect it to the front. And we have left also only the GPU cables. There is 5 options for the PCI Express slot or power supply, CPU. But I have all actually PCI Express cables. And people, I recommend you use full cable that you can have. Use all of them. The more copper you have there, better. So for example, on this power supply will be 3 GPUs. Yeah? I think you have seen how it looks actually on the CMP170. You have splitter for 2 connectors like this, classic PCI Express. So I will be using each cable for each, and then I will use one more cable to separate, and the last cable I will use for the last one. So one card will be powered up with 2 cables actually, and 2 cards will be powered up with 3 cables. That's the solution on this power supply. One card will be a little bit more, let me say, feet, but it's enough when you use 1.5 cable. For example, you could use this one cable like this, yeah. There will be main power, they will be going a little bit less amps, and theoretically this cable can handle maybe 200 watt, yeah, maybe. But if you use one more, and you can take from this cable another, let me say, oh look, this one is even the CPU cable. So then maybe I will have only one, doesn't matter. So I will use 3 and 2, yeah, doesn't matter. Definitely use as much cables as you have on the power supply, especially when you buy a new one. You have enough cables to populate everything, so use it. When you have it, use it, yeah. Good. So this is another thing. This one is the cable, it goes to the power supply. This one goes front, so we will take it to the tunnel. Actually, we will plug it here and we will connect it just here. I'm thinking which way. probably this way. So I will turn that cable, yes, and I will plug it here, and that's it. Okay, so I have cables all here in the front. It will not bother me here, there is enough place, and everything that I wanted to have is here connected. So now come the time to start with the data cables. So we will take the pipes away. Actually, we don't need them, we don't need to see them, and yeah, that's it. This one is the power supply for the board. Okay, that's it. So we have all cables somewhere on the side and we can work on it. So we will start with that one. Okay guys, so we will start with the data cables. You can see this one I have marked number 1, 2, and this one I have marked number 1. So they will be connected actually here in this spot, because here will be the first PLX switch, and that's quite interesting how I want to do it, because I really need to have as much clear space and no interference where the cable is. So I will go also with this cable to the level 1 to the bottom, and because this one will be side unit, so I will have to actually, I will maybe show you. See here my finger, this is where the cable will be connected, but I cannot mount the cable now like this, because when I mount the unit to the chassis I will cut the cable off. So I will keep it inside, but then I will take it outside and connect it to the, let me say, server. So I will start with the number 2. This one is number 2, this one is number 1. And this cable has marking only on one side, so I will mount it here like I want to, and I will first put the cable down where it should be, and I will take it out, and then we will somehow fix the ability to go the correct position. I really need to even spin the cable because it is in another position. Okay, so we will plug him here, because you can plug him now and after, I think theoretically never, because there will be no place whatsoever. So this is the cable number 1, actually 2, and we will use the other cable. We will use the same way to go there, to go up, and it will be, let me say, the plug and play port for us actually, where we connect this unit with the server. So it's important we have those cables here. At the moment they are just like that. I will after fix it, I don't know, I can push them a little bit downstairs and then up, but for now we leave them like it is. We don't need to do anything now. So they are good connected, and that's it. That's what we really want to have it. Sometimes I have feeling like I hope it will have full contact. because definitely for the PLX we need to be perfect. Yeah, we need PCI Express 4 times, and even those cables I didn't show you, but the length, they are 820 millimeters long. That's very long cable. I was measuring my setup, and probably it could be possible with 10, maybe 15 centimeters shorter, but I don't have those cables. I have actually one pair, but I will use it for the unit below. That will be the last unit that I will be building later, and yeah, we will see. This one actually it will be test if it can work on such a long distance with full speed. So that's the test. Yeah, I cannot be sure, and I don't know what I do if it's not working like it should. That's everything I will have to solve in the moment. I was testing actually such a long cable on the GPUs from, let me say, directly from the PLX switch to GPU, and it was working about, I think, 78 centimeters. But we have to admit, like, the communication speed was only Gen 1, yeah, and the signal for Gen 1 is longer, yeah, it's better, more stable. So definitely for such a high distance it will be very critical. Even when you have very short distance here on the main board, and actually those cables will be not connected to the board, but they will be connected to the retimer. So here will be actually the signal from the board, let me say, recovered and strong again. Still the 82 centimeters, it's very long distance, and we will see how it will work. Without retimer definitely it will be impossible. Just with some kind of, I don't know, razor or something. So definitely those two units will be possible only with the retimer, and maybe even with that it will be big issue, but we will see. So we have those two cables. Now we will take one PLX. Let me show you the magic card that will allow us actually to start running such a cluster. And I see again one issue with this board, and it is exactly this temperature sensor. You see, it is very recommended you put this sensor into the ribs of this, let me say, cooler. Because when you don't, you are risking like it will, let me say, go wrong, and very wrong. So do it like this, put it inside, because it will measure the temperature actually of the hot air here, and not the air somewhere here where it's nothing to measure. Yeah? So if you will be using exactly the same, let me say, board, then please make sure you have the sensor inside. It can also happen when it is cold, it doesn't have to spin so much, so you will save even the power, and so on and so on. Here is also ability to modify the speeds. not actually the GAN, but you can actually set up, if you would like to use 4 times, it means 2 times 4 on each of them. When you are, for example, plugging, then you can plug 20 NVMe hard drives to this board, so it will be amazing rate at the end. Or you can use 2 times 8, so each one of them will be 8, so maybe you can connect 10 GPUs with the Gen 4 8 times. So it will be like, let me say 12 gigabytes per second or something, which is quite nice. Or you can use the setup that is there now, and it means 16 times. So A1 will be first 8 lines and A2 will be 9 to 16. So it will be one block for one GPU, and then you can use 5 GPUs. And this is the setup we will be doing, because we would like to have as max bandwidth on those GPUs as we can. And I was saying you have 96 lines, you have 10 slots here, it means 80 lines you have for the GPUs, 5 GPUs on the top maximum, and you have 16 lines downstairs as an input. Here you can have 25 gigabytes per second. We can maybe make the math, let's make it 24, and we will be using 4 GPUs. Yes, there will be not used the last one. So each GPU, if it will be running, let me say Gen 1, which is about 3 gigabytes per second, then we will have actually 12 gigabytes populated on those, let me say 8 ports, those 16 times Gen 1. And we have one more, one is empty, and we will use the last one. Actually we will use those two, and we will be using it for the second card, for the second PLX. So when the GPUs are running Gen 1, they can all go together at 12 gigabyte per second. And here is another 12 gigabyte per second, if it is fully working everywhere, to power up the other one. And there is also 4 GPUs with 12 gigabyte per second. So it means that the input that we have, 24 gigabytes per second, is fully utilized, and there is no bottleneck. There is no bottleneck, because all GPUs are using generation 1, and it's about 3.3 gigabyte per second, which is exactly one half of this card, and the other half will be delegated to second PLX, and the second PLX can have, I don't know, 4 or up to 5 cards, and everything will be fine. When there will be only 4, it will be working half power, but it will be controlling all those cards. So this is the hierarchy. You have the card 1 and the card 2. You will see that later. And now we will connect them. Those cables that we have actually built, they are already here, and here is the exact PCI Express slot for this card. So we will plug it in. Zack, zack. And that's it. So simple. So now we have the input connected for this PLX, and now we need to, let me say, redistribute the PCI Express lines on this board. We need 4 GPUs, they will be here, and we will use this PCI Express slot for the other one. So we will be here using actually those cables. They are very short because, like I told you, the shortness is the best thing that can happen. And when the cable is short as possible, he can go more safely on higher speed. So for example, this one, this short cable, shouldn't have problem, let me say, go with the full speed Gen 4 16 times, yeah, each lines on each cable. So that's very important. Definitely you have seen on the board there is some kind of marking like A1, A2. So definitely A1, it is the lines 0 to 7, yeah, and the 2 is lines, or maybe 0, yeah, 8 to 15, yeah, or 1 to 8 and 9 to 16, doesn't matter. So okay, so we have this one. In the description below in the video, you see this board is actually Gen 5. Yeah, I think it's better when you use Gen 5 because it's, let me say, more better robust against the noises and such things. But it's used to connect with the MCO connector, which is exactly here. Yeah, the MCO is just here on this side, and he is a little bit different than the old one, the SSF 8654. It's two different connectors. So when you are going to build and buy those cables, and they are pretty fucking expensive, you can count like $15–20 per each cable. So when you need to buy 120 of them, then it gets really up to the budget. Yeah, so make sure you are making and picking the cables with the correct connectors, because if you will somehow get a better PLX and it will have the MCO ports, yeah, then don't buy this half cable, yeah, because this one is MCO to SSF. Definitely, if you buy also the board with SSF connector for the Gen 4, which is cheaper maybe by $50, then you need to buy SSF with SSF, yeah, not SSF MCO. So be careful what kind of cables you are buying. And we will see, and we will connect this one with those ports that are the closest one, which are on the side here. So I will start with the number 2. Very simple. We will plug it in with the number 1, that we will also plug it in. Zwak zwak. You really need to hear it. It is working. So make sure everything is there. And we have the first one, yes, so it's here. So we will go just here, and I think it's better when I do it first time on the board and then we go down. So I will connect C1. Who has the board in the hand, he knows it is the first one, the closest actually to the port. where the Broadcom CPU is actually lying. It's really crazy, and there is not so much space, and this one is I think 22 centimeters long, and it's exactly like, oh man, it should be even a little bit longer, but I don't have any other abilities, and it's really so crazy to buy them anywhere and get exact length. You will be hunting those cables really crazy. It's very crazy job to hunt those cables. But with this location I am satisfied. I will show you how it looks on the other side. I think we can do that. So you see the board, you see the cable, he is in the first slot, he saw, and he goes behind. And we will do the same with the second one. So I will try to connect it just like I did here. Okay, so I have this cable mounted too, and I hope this position will be okay. So this one actually allows us to connect the second PLX, and now I need to connect the GPUs. Yeah, so I need to take the cables. For the other location, I am using actually those cables. You see they are a little bit strange. I don't know why they have so single wire here. The other one has normal. I told you, it is so crazy really to get something, actually anything. So you really need to hunt those cables. And definitely the slot here down, it is D, and we will use it. It is D1 and D2, and we will go like this, yes, and then we will use the other one. So I will connect here the first one, so he goes to the number 2. Yeah. Okay, so this is this cable. It is the 9 to 15. Like I told you, the length of this cable is again 30 centimeters, 300 millimeters. And you are going to use the port here behind. So we will connect it to the D1, which is kinda crazy. Try to do not destroy those cables or those ports or this board. It needs to go smoothly. So first little bit make the, let me say, the angle for the cable that can work with the, let me say, position. Okay, so he is there. No, yes, no, yes. Yes, he's there. Okay, so those cables are there. And even here you see, you know, the main cables and those cables, They are so close crossing. We will pray that it has no interference between them. Hopefully not. This one should be a little bit more sided, because there will be pipes, you know, there will be so many things inside. But it's like it is. We cannot do much. Now we populate the other slot, but for that one we actually need a longer one. We need 37 centimeters. We need 37 centimeters. Yes. So I have 2 times 37. You can see it is a little bit longer. Eh? You can see on the bottom and on the end they are a little bit longer. Each is different mark and different supplier and so on and so on. Really crazy, really crazy. Hunting those cables, it was the, I think, most crazy issue. The second one was to get a really good working CPU. Not GPU, really CPU, because I was hunting the Epic 7763 64 core, yeah, the ROM edition, and it was also crazy. I bought 5 CPUs and only one was working. One was like not working, let me say. The memory, it was working, but you put 8 sticks in the board and then you see, oh, okay, that's nice. And then you go to the BIOS and you see, oh shit, the channel 7 is not working. Why? Is there something wrong with my memory or something? You are crazy because you know that the memory were working in other PC. So then you are thinking, oh shit, what happened? What was wrong? And then you find out like, okay, the CPU is dead. Because on the first time I was even complaining like the board, the main board is dead and it's not working. I didn't even think about like the CPU could be wrong, but really those CPUs, those ROM editions, they are so dead from those servers that they were running in those data centers. Okay, we have one more. There could be possible to use a little bit shorter cable again. Let me say from here to go here and there. It could be like, I don't know, 46, but I didn't find any. No, none. So I have to use a little bit longer one. And I'm not sure about the length, but I think you can see directly when I put it here, the 30, and then you see the end. They are crazy. They are like 50, 56. Wait, maybe it is written here. Actually not. Nothing. But I think it is 56 or 57 centimeters. But it's not so bad because they go actually here on the back. So it is long way here and long way here to connect it. So it's not so dramatical actually. But you can have always some kind of issue. So I was thinking that I will use the last one. I will use this one for that one and that one for this one. Yes. So I will start with the A2 actually. Yes, A2. I will start with A2 at the moment. And 8.2, I think we can go here to use the hole that is actually here, built for it exactly. 8.2, and we will plug it here. this way or this way, I don't know. So here we will put the A2 swag. Okay, so it's there. Now we will populate the A1. So we will use the other side, A1. Click, nice one. We will use the same hole, so they will go together more or less, and we will plug it here, the A1. Okay, so we have cables here and there, and now we will populate B2, and it will be the last GPU for this side. So the B2, we will plug it here, maybe, if it works. Yes, so that's the B2. I will again use the hole between the cables, and I will put it here, and I will make it here. Swag. Okay, so we have the B2, and the last one, you can imagine it will be BA with the long cable, and we will use again the hole, again the same. That's it, and I will plug it just here on the first slot of the last GPU. Actually, it is the first GPU in my setup. For those who remembers when I was doing the video about upgrading the PCI Express 4 to 16 on my GPUs, I was also connecting and watching and collecting the serial numbers, and this position is number 1 for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know exactly which serial number is where and what is the card doing, you know. So I know the temperature. If I will be monitoring the system, and I will see like, okay, the card number, I don't know, 732 with the serial number end is getting high temperatures or something, it's wrong, then I know which card it is exactly in which unit and what I need to do. So with more cards, really you need to have some kind of hierarchy or something. It really needs to be done perfect. Everything needs to be perfect. Okay, so this is half. Then we need the second board. So I will pick up my actually last new, the other ones are sitting somewhere. PLX 96088. Oh, wrong. 88096. Maybe if somebody will be working and building crazy server on Gen 5, and you will be able to get, and you are very rich, and you will be able to get Gen 5 Broadcom. I think it is the 89144. Yeah, so he is even better. I have seen him somehow in the square location, and you need to connect him with the cables, but he's even crazier. Yeah, he can actually connect 144 minus 16, it is 128, so it means 128 lines, actually 8 GPUs, 1 PLX. So maybe it's not even so dramatic and so expensive. So at the end, maybe you can do that. and buy the 89144. Maybe it's even 148. I think he has some kind of special port for, let me say, 4 times. 1 time 4 lines. Again, you see we have here the issue with the sensor, with the temperature sensor. So make sure you put it into the correct position, and the correct position is in the cooler. So I will do my best. And that's it. That's it. So simple job. We have sensor there. Now we will measure exactly the temperature there. That's fine. And the card will come actually like here. Yeah, I think it is very simple. You can see that. And I will have to now think about the cabling, because I don't remember. I think I was using definitely 4 or maybe even 6. Wait, I was using 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Jsou 3. I think I have actually 1 spare of this cable, so it's good, because I still need to build 1 more unit like this. And yeah, I will need 2, 4, 6, and 2 are here. Yeah, so I am using 8 times 36 30 centimeters, and I think the last one I will use again the long one, definitely. Yeah, the long one, 6 times. So that's the setup I am using now for those units with the cabling I was able to get somewhere. Otherwise you need to ask for the building and making those cables for you, and that's really crazy. That's really crazy. I am just thinking about the location, because I think I was using the below slots. Yes, the below, they go to the last one. So we will go here. And 1 more, we will go the other side. Because those will be actually under. First one is the C1 and the other one is C2. Yes, so they will go like this one. I will have to remove the card, put it here, and he goes here to the C2. Yes, that's one. That's one. And he really needs to turn down. And then there will be the one, the CA. I think he will go the same way. It is kinda crazy, you know, the first build to make the positions for the cables and everything. It's kinda crazy. Because they really need to go like this way. You really need to cripple the cables really to really get to the position, otherwise you will not get there. So this one is fine. I think this one will go here. So the first one is D1, okay. So we will make the D2 and D1 will be actually on the bottom, and he will go just this way. So D1 is going to here. Okay, that's it. That's D1. Now D2. That's it. You still need to think about the place because it's crazy. You need the space for the pipes and everything, which is very hard, very hard. Okay, so now we have cables for actually 6 cards ready. Now we will populate this one. It is the E1 and E2. So first one, we will actually connect the E1 because we really need to go, wait, you will need to go like this. So E1. Okay, that's it. That's it. As I told you, we need the place for the GPU itself, and we don't want actually get somehow somewhere extra touched with the GPU because of the EME and so on and so on. But with this location I think it's very fine. And now we use the last one, which is E2. E2. It's like E.T. Have you seen the movie E.T.? Very old movie. Very old movie. Yeah, it was when I was kid. Maybe the E.T. was the one who invented the AI at the end. Okay, so have you seen it, guys? Those cabling, it's crazy. It's so crazy. But it's there. Yeah. For example, if I show you, I take the one GPU, I first clean master here, and if I show you one GPU and you would like to go here, see? Those cables, it's everything so tight. Imagine like you use your rig and you don't have those slim water blocks. Yeah. For example, this cable you cannot run like I am running, you know, if you don't have the water block. If you have full 40 millimeters, you will be full, you know. So you need to use the longer cables and go exactly on the bottom, everything, so you cannot be like this, because the card is, I think, so long. Maybe the long is the same, but those cables, they need to lie really on the ground. And then you have even the fan, so if you will be using the turbine fan or something, then you need to go much wider with your rig. Everything needs to be wider. It is so crazy. You really need to think of your construction first, because otherwise you will spend with that so much time like I did. And really, I am building this machine 7 months. 7 months. And I do nothing else. Nothing. Unless something get fucked up, but I don't even go for the 8 to the work time, you know. So I am all the time on this project. Sometimes solving the solutions, ordering things, getting things, making claims. Oh man, that's so much time. 3 months I have spent with the CPUs, I have told you. That's so crazy, so crazy. And I have decided to go for this project only because I had those cards available at home for the old times here. So I didn't buy them so good like you could 2 months ago for 200 or 150. Definitely it wasn't my price. I paid like 600 maybe. Yeah, could be. But it was, I don't know, when the Ethereum was ending, I was selling my, I don't know, all. I had so many 3090s. I actually was pitying like, oh man, I did it so wrong. I should keep them and trend them, you know. But at the end, when this unlocker actually happened, I am happy that I did it. Because renting on the Vast AI, it sucks at the moment. They pay barely the power. You know, it makes no sense to rent. No sense. The renters don't want to pay. When you are a little bit underclocked, they make blah 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 blah. Hey, he's not giving us full power, blah blah blah. And you know, that's crazy. I am done with Vast AI. And I'm not counting like they make 33% extra, yeah. So if you rent it for $1, they make 133 to the pay. So that's crazy. That's crazy. That's so nice business, yeah. For the Vast AI, I think it is very lovely, but really I'm not supporting this one. I hope, guys, we will find some people that are willing to spend some money for the, let me say, we make some kind of nice, I don't know how we can call it, friendly group, that we will talk to each other, we can communicate each other, we can fulfill tasks each other. Maybe we will decide, okay, we will need to run 3 days, 5 days in the week, I don't know, Kimi free. Yeah, then we will like run Kimi free. Then we can make 1 day for the video applications. We can switch software, you know. We can handle something. Okay, then we will be doing 1 day videos. They can run anything. I was actually thinking about the videos that I will be making. It will be, I think, one of the first tests I am going to do. And I am thinking on the server there will be 32 GPUs. Yeah. And imagine they have each 64 gigs. Yeah. You can run 10 seconds 4K. Yeah, the AI creation. So 10 seconds, 16 cards can do, I don't know, first, fifth, you know, every second picture or second video. Then actually even 32, you know, you can do like, I don't know, the file from 0 to 30 to to 64, and when they are done you can switch all 32 and you can do another, I don't know, 32 parts, you know. So at the end you will make like 64 times 10 seconds. I don't know how much is that, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. So it will be done like, I don't know, very fast, very fast. 10 seconds you need 6. It will be like 5 minutes, 10 minutes video, you know, and this machine can run, I don't know, 10 minutes. So it will be actually running, I don't know, practically online, you know. If you can make 1 minute of the video per 1 minute, yeah, no problem, no problem. You can make two-hour movie in 2 hours, and then you can just upload. It will be so easy. Hopefully, we will see. And this is the project that we will be running and testing. We can communicate. We can make, I don't know, we can make on the YouTube something. We can make live stream. We can talk. That's the way I would like to do. But definitely I will need some kind of support. So definitely the places will be limited and they will be prepaid. Definitely prepaid. We need last cables, guys. So we have to take the 56. There is no other option than the 56. So I don't have any other length. But I actually like them, because we can plug it here. The one I am thinking that I will use, first wait, we will plug it here first and then we will see where we get. Because I was always thinking, okay, like, okay, why you don't go maybe downstairs and then up and so. Or I was thinking, okay, you can maybe go even this way, you know. You can go from the behind and so. Because I don't need the airflow inside and the cable could be here, you know. So I'm still thinking about which way I should go. But I think generally I was using the same position like here, so it was lying downstairs, and I will use it like this. It makes no sense to go otherwise. It will be maybe nicer when I go this way. I think it's fine. What do you think? Maybe if I was powering maybe another PLX or something, I would go different way. But with this one, I think I'm satisfied when it goes this way. It seems like we are there. Yeah, looks like we are there. So, okay. So we have the cables, we have everything there ready. Yeah, the cabling is ready for all 8 GPUs. For example, if somebody needs the night one and you have very slim cards, if you have like only one slot, I have seen you can buy, but it was so expensive, it was like over 300, the carbon version from the Alpha Cool. But who wants to invest such a money? Eh? You need to think before you buy. And even those, I think I was paying, I don't know, 140 maybe dollars for those big ski. I have seen them now for 200, 220. So it's quite expensive, but it has some advantages. Yeah, with the temperatures I will show you in the future, but it's running so low, really so low. I'm 40, between 40 50 it is the top temperature. Yeah, or maybe even sometimes colder, like I don't know, 35, and you have 45 on the memory. That's so good, you know, for the cards. They really like it, and they will serve very well, and I think they will not make even so much error in those cases. So this is for the stability, people. Stability. Water is for the stability, or liquid cooling. Okay, so at the moment we have the pipes. Now come the piping. The point is, the board before was a little bit different, and I'm not sure if I can still use it. I will have to modify those pipes. So we have few times output, input. I don't know if there is water, but this one is definitely output. We put the outputs back, and the inputs, it is this one and this one. I was thinking to use the inputs. They will go here. I will do that like the same time. They will come here. It should be working. Yes. I think I will cut it just a little bit to make better contact. Even when you use the same fitting and the same card, it's not always the good one. It's always better to renew it. I didn't move this position, which is good. So we need to put one card inside that we will see it's coming, and its input, it is the bottom. This one is longer, not longer, they are same distance, maybe you can see, yeah, they are same length, which is quite good. But anyway, the other four cards, they will have longer circuit, so it's crazy. This one is third one, and this one is fourth. Yeah, I was maybe using those, and then I was making the connection between them, so actually all four circuits could be possible to have the same. But on the last one I did it differently, that I don't have so much piping here, you know. I'm still not sure how much the liquid can actually make the disturbance, you know. So I actually prefer just if I do it like last time, I will have shorter pipes on the circuit of those four GPUs, and I will know that I will have those GPUs, you know, on one place, on two pipes. Actually, those two pipes and those two pipes will end up with this one or this one. It doesn't really matter which one will be which. So I think that's cool thing. But if I use the other thing, like I make all four inputs here and then I go all four inputs out, you know, it is like on the piping it is the same. You cannot help make less or more. The only thing that will be good, it will be more better separated. If you make this circuit shorter, he will be, let me say, better cooled than this one. So yeah, But I don't think so it's so big difference, you know, because those pipes are so big, and between the ribs and let me say the resistance of this block of GPUs is so big that it has not so big issue if the pipe is actually shorter or longer. So far I didn't see a big influence, yeah. Maybe there will be, I don't know. I didn't check, I didn't sort it, the serial numbers so far, so I cannot tell. You can write to the comments how you would do if you would really populate 4 inputs here and then go with 4 pipes on the input on the other card. Yeah, but it will be the same, you know. Because those cards will be always the hotter if they are the second. This way it will be separated. First, second. Same it will be here. I don't know, first, second, or first, second. I don't know. I like the way like first, second, first, second. Like I did it last time. It was actually the unit 3, this one is unit 4. Because I have found out like, okay, it's easy. I can use those pipes. No, I was actually using those one. I was using this one. And those inputs, they can go above. Or this long one, they can go like that. No, this one, definitely this one. And the output, I was using this one. Jesus, people. I would like to see, I need to go to look. Okay guys, so I have been watching a little bit and I was thinking, and I have decided I will do it like last time. It means those 4 cards that will be here, we will make the inputs and we will make all 4 pipes the same length. It means there will be the same pressure on the input, and from the outputs we will go on the other side and we will put it input on the 4 cards here. Yes, and that's it. Then we will take 4 same outputs back and that's it again. So that's the plan, and we will see. We will see how it works. Definitely I will need to make it a little bit shorter, I guess, because of those are already used and it always makes some kind of trouble. So I will make each, let me say, few centimeters shorter. I think it is the best way what we can do actually, because the last unit I did a little bit different, but I don't feel like it is the good way. I really don't think so. I feel it like it should be much better. I know, because you know this setup, it is, let me say, more better, definitely. it has more sense than the other one. I'm thinking about this one, if it will be okay. Yeah. There is a huge difference actually between this and the other one, the other setup, because the board was different. This one is splitted by 40 millimeters and the other board is by 50 millimeters. So the length of the pipes were a little bit different, but we will fix that. It will be, I think, the easiest solution. This pipe is maybe a little bit longer than the other ones, but it's holding so good, so good. I think I have this one. How long is that one? And we will need it like here. So this one, if it goes here and it goes here, this one is fine, but this one is anyway short. I think I am short on the pipes, so I was thinking maybe I could use some old ones, because last time I was using this one and it was making short, so it was a little bit shorter on the whole circuit. So the other circuit is actually faster, maybe. There is not so much resistance from the pipes. There is also less fluid, but it doesn't offer actually the same pressure on each GPU. So I guess, yeah, I will switch it. I will switch this pipe. Definitely I do. And we will make it one by one, like it should be. Okay, so I have this one. It's a little bit longer. This one we will make a little bit shorter. We will make it new length of this pipe. So this pipe will go this way and at the end this way. I think it will be okay. So we will move it here and that's it. Okay, so that's this pipe. You see, it's not so easy. It is always a little bit a lot of thinking all the time. So this one was possible to put here. I'm not sure how those are the length. It's more or less the same. So we will use this one. Also, we will cut it here. I don't think so a few millimeters will make so big difference, but yeah, let's do that. Okay, so definitely I need to make fast the GPU here, or maybe I can even take it out and go here. I don't like the angle actually. We'll make it like that. Okay, that's it. So now I need the closing. It should be fine this way. Okay, so we have card number 1. We will put it inside already. What the hell I'm doing? Okay, that's cool. So we will make it in the position. Card not moving, very well. Okay, but I need to really, yeah, I will change the numbers after, I guess. This setup doesn't matter. Then I will pick the numbers different way. Okay, so I checked my Excel sheet, I changed the position of this card, and now I am going to plug in this one. It is the number 242. So we will go here, and that's it. So slowly in the position. Perfect. Perfect. So that's the other card. That's the other card, and we need one more screw. Okay. We don't have it, so we take the new one. It is so many screws in this setup everywhere. You know, when I was buying, I was always buying by hundreds. Because 200s, 400s, something like that. There is still not enough, and I have just so few, so you can see it's not so many. But it will be enough for the finishing of the setup. So we have 2 inputs, yes, that's good. Now we need to take card number 125. That's this one, 125, and we will plug inside of this one, so this way. We will plug it this way. Okay, it's there. So we will make the same like before. Okay, so 125 is here. Go down inside of the slot. That's it. One screw. And that's it. That's another one. And now I will guess it will be 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7 is GPU number 8 exactly. So we will use this one in this position. So this position like this. Jesus, that's so tight. Yeah, but it needs to be, because otherwise the leakage, that's definitely something you don't want to handle anytime. That's the worst thing that can actually happen. The leakage. That's disaster. Okay, so we have 4. And now we will need to make those pipes. I see this one would be better if it was below that. That's crazy. This one here, this one there. Maybe I should have changed it. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Just this one will be a little bit crazy, but it will be working. It will be working. It's not so big deal. It will go like this way. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Definitely, we will have to check for the length. Because if I want to use this one, see, this one is too short, it will not work, even if it is supposed to be going on the first position. I will check the card number 4. It is 614, so I guess it will be, oh, it's on the top. Okay, so this one will be here. And it needs to have pipe somewhere here. Maybe we can go through the cables, or maybe we can go behind the cables. Definitely it will be crazy long, but let's test it. If this one is going to work behind the cables, before the power supply. Yeah, this one should be okay. This one is already cut here, so I think we can use that. It is like here, like here, like here. Probably yes. Because the distance here is the same, I think we can use the same length of the pipes. So this one we will cut here. Okay. And now I need to make 4 the same. 4 pieces the same. I really hope I have it, because if I don't, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. And this one is short, this one is short, this one is also short. I have so many short pipes. So many short one. This one is long, that's good. And there is nothing. And it's shaped like it is changing all the time. You see, from the rebuild I have so many pipes and everything is short, so I cannot use it here. That sucks, really, that sucks. Even that one I cannot use. So do I have new one? Okay, so I have something. I still have. Hopefully it will be good enough. I can have like 4 meters maybe. Maybe. So I will cut actually 3 pieces. 3 new 3 pieces. So this one is 1. 2 and we need one more. We need one more. Okay, so that's it. So I will use from those pipes that I really don't like. For example, I bought this one and it is so hard after some usage. That's crazy. So I'm definitely those going to replace because I don't like so hard pipes. Some change after, you know, heat and some doesn't. And really I don't like those that they change the, let me say, the agility, or I don't know, whatever it is. That really sucks. For example, even those springs, yeah, you need to buy. You see, that's crazy, hundreds of them. Otherwise you don't have enough, so it's always crazy. And you need to buy that and that and that and people, that's so crazy, so crazy. Okay, so we will fix that. This one, it can go here, I don't know, yeah, why not. And we will need to push it here. Okay, so that's number one. And now you see how it starts to be crazy, you know, no place anywhere, it is so full, this setup. I really have to say, like, this one is really huge compression, So we will put it a little bit down. I don't know. Yeah. Let's do that. Really, even dismounting of this crazy setup, it is like hours, you know, if you don't want to destroy it. And yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy job, people. That's why it is taking so long, everything, you know. That's, but definitely here you can't fuck it up, otherwise you have the issue everywhere. And you still don't know if it will be running, so that's crazy. Yeah, it will probably run, but you know, there is no guarantee whatsoever. That's crazy. Okay, so I had here one, it's this one. It was already with the springs, so we will have to mount it. And really, those new pipes that go so hard. You really need to push so hard, that's crazy. Jesus. Okay. Whew. You get wet, you get nice when you're working on this project, really. And especially when it's hot. I don't know, guys, how is it by you, but here In the middle of the Europe was today 36 degrees, and I still have at home a lot of degrees. And I'm talking with the Celsius, so it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so that's pipe number 2, which will go here. That's good. But I will think, because there is maybe time now, put the output, so I don't have to deal with that later. So definitely this one is the shitty pipe. This one is the lovely pipe. So this one, it can go to the end. That's good. And we will need the same. Yeah, but really I don't want to use this one. That's the hard one, you know. That's crazy. I'm afraid this one is too short. And here will be probably the leakage. So I will have to fix it, because probably there will come some kind of fluid. No fluid, it's already empty, that's good. But look, this one should be working. This one is not working. This one is definitely not working. It needs to be longer. It needs to be longer. Oh people, that's not good, that's not good. But at least I will have some pipes for other shorter build-ups, like, you know, the server. Okay. So this one is okay, but short. This one is short. How long is this one? I said this one was okay, yes. And if I want to compare it, how short was this one? Yeah, that's exactly what I need. That's exactly what I need. So I could use this one here, maybe. But then the other one will be shorter a little bit. Yeah, I will use this one there, and the other one will go here. It will be above. It's okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter so much. So we will make this one here a little bit shorter. A little bit. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. So this one is good here, and it will go here. That's it. That was nice. And close it. Each pipe is a little bit different, Oh people, that's crazy. That's crazy. So now is the other one. Should I use it? It's actually holding good position here, and could be possible for the other card. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Definitely we take another card. I will check the number. 555. Card number 555. It's here. Lovely. Okay, so we start with the pipe number 0. Okay. I don't know how many kilos I need to push, but it could be like 25-30 kilos against. That's crazy. Really. That's crazy. So the GPU goes inside. Okay. GPU is there. Pipe is there. Good. One screw. We make it tight. And we use one pipe. If you use this one, I can use it. I can use it. I cannot use it for the other one, so I will use it here. Even when it is a little bit, what is the right word? Plastic. Let me say, yeah, it could be a little bit plastic. It's not the gummy anymore, you know. But still, it can be used, hopefully. It's fine. It will not leak. So for this time we will still use it. But next time when we have to make it shorter, then we have issue again. So we have this one. It can go to the last one. Definitely it can go to the last one. So we have this. That's cool. This one is connected. This one is connected. This one goes for the last one. Okay. So now we take this one. We will put the spring on it, and this one will be crazy. Oh yeah. I can feel it even now. That will be hard. It wasn't so bad at the end. It wasn't so bad at the end. So, okay. Okie dokie. I don't know why, but actually I don't like it when it is different position. I like the bigger thing on the bottom. So we will a little bit move it. Because this way I see much better where I am actually on the pipe. So I want to have like 1 millimeter and then it starts. So that's much better. When you are using opposite direction, you have actually the issue because you don't see is this one also the small one, the bad one, hybrid? And this one is even harder. Plastic, it's plastic. And here, this one on the bottom. Okay, it's okay, it's fine. It's fine. Sometimes it's worth when you a little bit spring it back. Okay, so now we will have to go down again, so we have some kind of order, and we will fix it on this GPU, and it will be number 83. That's it. That's exactly this GPU, so it will be this position. Okay. Good. Yes. That's good. So this is the way I like it. So we go with the next one. Inside of the PCI Express slot. That's it. One screw. What the fuck? And people, I didn't make the thread. I didn't make the thread here. My mistake. I completely forgot it. Okay. I will make one shortly. Sometimes it happens. Do you see or you don't see? Maybe you don't see. Yeah, just here. We make one thread. Okay, that's it. That's it. So simple. Okay. Oh. Mosquitoes or whatever it is, I don't like them too. If I hate people something, then that's exactly insect. I hate it. I hate it so much. That's crazy. Okay, so this one is here, this one goes here, this one goes here, this one goes here. Okay, so now come the time and we will make probably that one. It's too long. It's maybe possible better to use something shorter. I don't know. Should I cut a new one or use the old one? If I cut it here and it will go like here and it can be like here. Probably it's okay. I think it's okay. We will cut it here. It's not so dramatic, I guess. We still can use it. It's good. It is the returning pipe, which is a little bit better than the incoming pipe, because sometimes in the pipes you maybe can't see, but sometimes you see like there is some kind of, I don't know what is it, something like vulcanization maybe of the rubber, or I don't know. Definitely it's something inside, and I didn't know what actually happened, but more or less it's happening to every pipe that I had. For example, those, they were a little bit new one, and I don't know, if I look a little bit more with some kind of light, and maybe it was in the old times when I was using, let me say, in the system something like aluminium. That's really important. I didn't actually tell you about the hydraulic system on the beginning. Like, people, don't use alu. Never. Never aluminium. Never. Because it has some kind of chemical reaction with the copper. With copper for sure. But also I think with the, let me say, the chrome nickel. It's eating chrome nickel also. And I have very nice example, because I'm actually selling one car and you can see that. Maybe you know the 3090, and look at that. Do you see? There is no nickel anymore. No nickel. Everything eaten. This card was in system about, I bought it the end of 2020. So let me say over 5 years. Maybe I bought this one something like in the summer, yeah. It was the cooler that actually cost 400. This one cooler. Crazy price. It is like 2.5 kilo copper, yeah. Including the main board. So, but this one, people, this one, it is the MSC, I think. MSC. Yeah. And this one is so good piece with the memory. I was able to, in the time of the Ethereum, actually mark memories plus 1500, and it's 3090, yeah, 3090, and plus 50 plus 1500, and with the core a little bit somehow on the optimal, a little bit undervolted also. This card did 129.5 mega hash on the Ethereum that time. So it did really close to the same like those cards for the 5000, you know. That's crazy. They were released for 4,999. It was the Nvidia release price in 2020. But this one did huge. When you were making I don't know, benchmarks and 3D marks and those things, oh man. In that times, it was the golden piece. It was in the top of 1% on the planet. And it is still doing that. I wasn't using this card so much because it's hungry and not so efficient. But still, definitely who wants, and you are from the Europe, it is on the eBay DE. Just search it. 3090 and silicon lock are the keywords, and you will see this card. It is one of the best cards from the 3090s I had. And I had a lot, people. I had, I think, 14 3090. And actually I sold everything and I have replaced them with the CMP. So that's the story. I sold every RTX and I buy everything with those CMP 170. It took me half a year to sell everything and buy those cards. It was crazy. I wanted to have 48 pieces, but impossible. Really impossible, because I didn't start to sell them in time. So I didn't make enough money to buy the CMP 170HX, and yeah, it was 2 years ago. 3 years ago. I don't know. I'm so confused in the time when it was, where it was. Jesus, that's crazy. That's really crazy. So I think we can go like this. So we can cut it. We can put a little bit more. So we can cut it next time if we need to. For that, yeah, we cut it here. We cut it here on the edge. Okay. So 3090 with the gold and silicone, one piece on the eBay there. You can buy it. It's the auction. The one who wins, you will not regret, because it's amazing card. But I was even thinking like, oh, I shouldn't sell it because it was the golden piece. It was so golden piece, but I need the money. This project cost me so much money that I am out of money, people. Out of money. And I even had to borrow. I had to borrow to buy those things. So crazy. It's crazy job. But you know, when you have one day those CMP already, then you probably want to also finish your project and be a little bit more better in the AI. And that's why I am doing it, because I decided, okay, it's time to go for the AI. There is no other option now. So that's what I have decided. Do it and it will go somehow. Yeah, definitely I have a lot of projects that I want to run on the system. So definitely I do not regret like I have borrowed the money to fulfill the project. Actually I was even buying some 5080s and 5090s. I have two 5090 and only those two, actually they are like 45% of the budget I borrowed. So I am thinking maybe even to sell some 5090 because one is actually also on the eBay. I'm selling one 5090. Also very good one, it's the Inno3D. Yeah, see, that's exactly why I don't like when it is here. I need to change it. I need to change it. I have put it wrong direction. Shit. Then I cannot control it. The price should rise above, I don't know, 3.6 thousand, I think so. That will be definitely the selling price. 3,600 something. It is the Inno3D and actually it is the 600 version, 600 watt version, the overclocked version. Because I have decided like, okay, we go the better one and we rebuild it. So I have rebuilt it and I need to go one more down, two more down. What's this one? Yes, we need to go one more down. That's it, that's it. This one, we will go here. Oh man, so many pipes, so many pipes. I need also one more spring. I have one here. Yes. So one more spring. One more spring. Actually, I sold last week, 4090, and the price I expected it will go over 2,000 euro and it didn't. It finished 1,900 something, but yeah, still good, I think so. I think in the old times when I have bought it, when it was new one, because in my history for the 4090 I had only one piece ever. I decided to not go for this, let me say, edition, and it was the only 40 I had at home. The otherwise I have put everything in the CMP. Because you know, the memory, even when it was only 8, I was willing to finish this project even with the 8 gigs of memory and with the crippled CPU on those GPUs. I said I will use them anyway, and with the unlocker, because if I want to buy them, you know, for this project like now, when it is actually unlocked, it's impossible, you know. You cannot think about such a things. Okay, it's coming, it's not coming, I don't know, but I said I am going to make it. And even if I have 32 multiply 8, it would be, I don't know, 256, so fucking fast memory, you know. And that's why I have decided I am going for it. And it's also good also for other things, like, I don't know, some kind of hash power, crack power, and so on and so on. Video editing, yeah. But the memory was a little bit shitty. But now, from those ugly frogs are very lovely princesses. So it was kinda luck, I would say, that offer me a little bit more power for much less money. You know, I was always thinking with those CMPs, okay, I buy blocks for those, they are compatible with the A140 gigs, so one day maybe when they get old and cheap, I will buy the A100 and I will replace the blocks and then I sell the CMP. But actually what happened, I got all A100 for free. So or A400, A100 for free, and even some memory extra bonus. And really, if it has 70 SM core or 108 SM core, in this count of so many GPUs, it doesn't matter really. I have enough compute power now. I am really happy. So we will go for the last one, the number 193. Okay, so baby, we will start with you. There is nothing wrong, it can go like this. Okay, so there will be not so high pressure. Okay, so last input. Jesus, have you seen it? My hands are shaking. Yeah, but it's done. It's done. Okay, so too much. Okay, that's it. So last one into the slot. Last screw I have already here. Well, screwdriver, yes, here. I think it was this one. Yeah. Okay. So it is baby number 4, 5. Okay, so we will cut this pipe a little bit. I cannot use it like that. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. So it's a little bit cut, and I will apply it just to the end. That's it. Okay, so now we have finished actually the hydraulic. So you can see, I will a little bit move it here because you don't see everything. Okay, so we have all pipes, and you can see that. You see still there is a little bit crazy place, but you can see it's really nicely. I think it's fine. Yeah, this one doesn't matter so much because there is still enough place. Yeah, we need these power supplies and cables and so on and so on, and that's why I did the cables before. Yeah, because you really need to do the cables before, otherwise it's crazy. So if you would like to see from the front, this is a little bit shit. It's a little bit pushing the cards, you know, those cables. I don't like that, but there is not so much I could really do about it. It's deformation with those cables, it's crazy. Yeah. Okay, so we can make the show off. So this is from the other side, you can see that. Yeah, It looks like this. Here you can see the cable that is saving our PLX. Yeah, this one we are not using anymore, those cables, there is nothing to connect it. It was for the old board to start up and reset and diode from the hard drives and power LED. Okay, so we did one round and the cables are here. So I think now come the time we connect the power supply, and we will start with the big one. Yeah. So I will bring the big one. It's already here. Okay guys, so I have collect the adapters actually for the GPUs. So we will plug them in. We will need all of them ready somehow, a little bit up. So that's one, that's two, that's three, that's four, and that's five. That's 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so that was easy one. Now we take the big power supply. And he needs to go exactly here. Okay. And I will need to actually connect the cables. So I will connect the SATA and Molex for the front, that we have enough. All we need is actually just two of them. The next one, I need to connect the CPU cables, which is actually somewhere hidden. Somewhere hidden. I need to find it. Okay, one is here. Yes, that's one. And the second one is somewhere. Ouch. He's here. Okay. So we will take one. They power up the board like I told you. Okay. So that's this one and the big one. The big one. The 8xCMP170HX. And I don't make it really easy. Ah, it was there already. Just make sure you have it everything perfectly connected. So okay, that was this one. That was this one. And what is here? Actually, okay. A little bit piping issue. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay. So we are here. I will mount the PSU. We will use the screws. I always don't know which one go where. Where go the small one? Where go the big one? Okay, that's one. A little bit. And now the second one, okay. And this construction, it is always a little bit crazy. Not so easy all the time. Okay, maybe no. Perfect. Okay, so we have the super flow mounted, and I will have to check the cables now because I'm not sure how many we have. This is one, this is two, it's double and double, and the third one is single. Okay. Next row is this one, this one, this one. 3 times single and 3 times double. Okay. So we need actually 10 of them to connect. So it will be quite easy, because we will be using the first one. We will actually use one free, one single, one single, that's good, and one this one. We will be using single and single, it's so easy here. It's such a shame I don't have actually more, because that would be amazing. If I had one more, that would be exactly 2 cables for each, but actually 10 of them you can have it on the other power supply that was actually in this unit, and it was the It's the crazy name. To be quiet. It is nice power supply, but it has one big issue, and the issue is they die so fast. They die so fast that it's really unbelievable. I had like 5 of them, or maybe even 6 of them, but the point is I had so many of them just because they just die. So never ever buy Be Quiet. Yeah, you still have the warranty 10 years, but if you wish to really make the claims all the time, then it's a good idea. Okay, so now I have 4. So one I will split. I need to use this one. Go up. It is here. And I will probably go above. No, I need to go this way, really. I need to go this way. And I will use one where I will not use the spring, the half, and then I will use the half. Yes, so that way. Okay, and here we will connect the other half. And here we connect the full cable. Okay, so it's actually 2 and 2 and 2, and everything is here. And I really need to concentrate on the location of those crazy cables, because we really want to have it like not over the cabling, where are actually those cables with data. So we will pack it, I guess, like this, and we will maybe close it with the I think I take the steel one, you know, the wire. So I have mounted them here with the wire, steel wire, and as you can see, maybe you don't, I am trying, I will show you this way. See, I don't want to lie many cables over the PLXs, so most of the cables is everything out of those data cables. It should be good, there shouldn't be so many noises. It is still in the level, so it's fine. Would be very nice to have shorter cables, but as you see, it's the standard length. It is still working, but imagine how many resistance you have actually here, how it will improve if there was nothing, you know. If it was just short cables, let me say half size, it would be so much better efficiency at the end, because this one, it is just the heating, it's just the resistor. That's crazy. Okay, so guys, we have this one, and now we will have to make the small power supply. I will shortly remove those data cables, that's fine. That's interesting. And hopefully it will not suffer. don't know why this cable is doesn't matter. Okay, so we have this one which we will need to plug in, and those two we don't care. And here comes the small power supply. It will be like this. So we will have to mount the cables. I was saying that one cable is wrong. Yes, it's this one. Or I can maybe use it, because this one is actually exactly, yes, we can do that. We can do that. I can remove this one and I will plug in directly, because CPU cable you can plug in directly. It is 8 wires, so it will be no difference at all. But here is, you see there is a big one, and I cannot put it inside, or can I? It could be possible if it was just one. Maybe I will hit it on the other side. Because there should be enough place. Maybe. Yeah, one should be okay, and the other one. No, they are not sticking. Oh man, that's a shame. Because this one, it is the, it is the solution, like you can split them. Oh man, it's so crazy. Such a shame, such a shame. Okay, yeah, then what should I do? What should I do? I would love to use it, but without securing actually the one. Probably I can remove it. Probably I can remove it. I can break one and it will be still working, because this one is pushing there. So I will remove this one. I will remove this one. It will be working good. So good. This one goes away, and that one will stay here. See, it's holding flaveless. Amazing, good. And now I have 4 cables, and I can make actually one in each of them. So one will come here, the rest will be connected with the PCI Express slot one. That's good, that's second card. And now the third card, and that's it. That's it. We are good to go. We are good to go. What the fuck is this cables? It's old. Everything is old. Okay, so now come the time to plug in 8x. That's it. Good. And now we will take those cables and we will put them somehow down. We will need to put them down again, away from everything. So we don't want them to have anywhere close. So this one is good, this one is good, this one is good, and we will place it just there. See how exactly it fit? It's crazy. When I was making it first time, that was really measuring and doodling. Crazy job, crazy job. Okay, so that's it. See, it's working perfect. And now I will just somehow a little bit fix the cables, because they are making really crazy things. Okay, so that's good. We have this power supply there, cables are there, everything fits in the place. So that's it. So this is the final setup. On the top of the 12 voltage and the power supply for the GPUs. But we still need to work on one more cable. Yeah, you see this one. So I'm not sure if I can show you, but this cable needs to go here inside. We will take it out. You still don't see, huh? So there is the hole. This is the 220 volt actually. And on this special side rig we will have to cover, I think, the place from here to here with the alu tape. Wait. I'm not sure if you can see. Maybe you can see. Yeah, here. Because we have those data cables. Yeah. They are just here. And really we will need to make the isolation here, because those cables will be somewhere here working. So I will need to cover this one with the alu tape. Yeah? So I will prepare the alu tape and I will put it here, so we have a little bit better isolation. Okay, so I have prepared the alu tape and we start somewhere here. I think it will be a little bit better. So that's one. A little bit more shielding, that's two. And that's three. It should be enough. I hope so. It will be enough. Okay, so we will put it just here. Yes, that's it. Okay, So that's this one. Then we go here with the cable. Oh, pick it up. Okay, so this one is here, and I'm watching. I should maybe, yeah, I should. I am going to put one more. I'm going to put one more. A little bit more isolation. A little bit more. It moved a little bit back, so I didn't really caught the exact location where we want to be with those other things. So we have it now. That's it. That's it. We go down. That's it. That's cool. That's cool. And I will connect it here on the back. And that's it. That's it. So this is, people, the final setup. The final setup of this unit. This unit is ready to go and plug and play. I will fix just in the front, let me say, few more, not cables, but I need the pipings. I need the input for the hydraulic, for the cooling, and that's it. So this is the lovely unit of 8xCMP170HX. So this is my final at the moment, and yeah, I think it's quite nice. This one can be maybe moved a little bit. Yeah, it was a little bit dislocated. And the next one I will figure. Yeah, I think so. I can do that very easily with those cables. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I can plug them just here like this. They will go in front somehow, very deep. That's one cable. Yes, yes. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. You can go deep too. Yes, perfect. Perfect. So I have hide the other cables, so I can actually put it into the rig. I will show you. See here the data cable, and because there is the mounting screw that is actually connecting level 1 and level 2, then I can easily remove it and plug it in. So that's perfect. That's perfect. And tomorrow it goes to the system. I still need to fix one cable because I don't have the SATA cable long enough actually to start up this power supply. So I will have to make the special cable, and I will make directly the cable for this unit and the unit below. So it will be one job for two. It will be very simple. So that's cool. And we are ready. We are ready. Tomorrow morning I'm going to plug it in, and I want to see 29 times CMP 170HX. So wish me luck, and I will see you on the next one. I don't think so we need another video for the building setup. This one is 3 hours 15 minutes. Wow. So I think I have told you everything. So if you have watched every minute, then you have to know everything you need. That was enough, those 3 hours. You have the hydraulic, you have the electric, you have the data cables, you have the length of the cables, you have the ideas if you will be doing the air-cooled system. You need to cover also things of design, of the everything, what you need to think about. There was everything said, so I am closing this video, and if someone already did it to the end, those 3 hours 15 minutes, close 200 minutes, then please send me the note that you have watched it all, that I know it wasn't waste of the time making this video for you and talking to the wall and to the camera. It will really help me to convince, maybe do such a video again. So thank you very much, and please leave the comments if you like. Subscribe the channel, it will always help. You can share it, it also improves a little bit the channel. It gets a higher chance it will get somehow the channel into another level. So thank you and bye bye. I see you next time.